Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie, we're gonna look at the latest development update, which has been released just prior to Sim update number 12, which will be released the coming week. So first of all, what did they do, right? So let's open this window. So first of all, there will be the WASM support on the Xbox. Works on a solution to bring the WASM add-ons on the Xbox platforms is nearly complete. And this, I would say, is kind of weird to say nearly complete, right? Because you would expect that it would be available in that case in Sim update number 12, but that nearly complete, I would say, makes me doubt a bit. I know that there was an add-on released as part of the beta program, so let's see what they have for us, I would say, the coming week. Then there's the installation optimization, packages, downloads, and the checks for updates have been optimized, right? So, and that's what I also experienced when testing Sim update number 12. It's much faster. Several things, for example, adding additional packages goes much faster compared to previously. So that's, I would say, really, a huge benefit of this. Then there's the stability and memory optimization. Main crashes sorted from Sim update number 12, flighting and telemetry are fixed. Of course, there's no 100% guarantee that all the crashes have been fixed, because crashes can happen due to multiple reasons. But these are the crashes based on the telemetry which they received from the beta, as well as hopefully from, I would say, everything before Sim update number 12. Then there's, I would say, support for additional engines. So you can now have aircrafts have with a maximum of 16 engines per aircraft rather than 4. So that's cool, right? So you can now probably also I would say, control those individual engines, although I didn't have a look at this one yet, but it's pretty cool. Then the helicopter turbine engine support, that was from the wish list. The helicopter engines control has been improved. Now it's possible to add and adjust the throttle collector and engine trimmer. Those are, I would say, additional options which are in the aircraft. So if you look at the controls, you will have now some more controls which you can use to, let's say, better use these items. As well as that you can switch the governor switch off on the turbine helicopters, right? So more parameters are now available to adjust via the config file in this regard. So that's really up to the developer to make those changes in the config file. Then we've got the scenery gateway. They finished the internal test and they start the limit alpha test with 50 participants in the next month. So I'm not sure what this will bring to us, but let's see. It was on wish list number 7. Likely has to do with how easy they can access things in the scenery. At least that's what I understood, but not 100% confirmed yet. Then there's the live traffic improvements. They have now improved the live traffic, which will now appear moving on taxi routes, takeoffs and landings, and they reduced the delay for scheduled arrivals and departures. Sometimes was a nightmare because there was so many traffic that you couldn't, I would say, take off. And this last one, they added the Korean subtitle support. The translation has been completed and they're also adding Turkish. So I also expect it to be completed as part of Sim update number 12. Going down the list, we've got the wish list, because the wish list has also been updated. So there are a few things which they have added as part of Sim update number 12. That's the improved AI traffic at airports and in the air, right? That's effective in Sim update number 12. Then replay functionality missing started under experimental, right? That was already under experimental for a long time. I haven't seen a lot of updates to the tool, I must be honest, and I hope that they will spend some more time on improving that one. Then you've got the scenery gateway system and the community content. So this, say, gives us already an answer, right, to easy, I would say, onboard the community content. That has been started, effective in Sim update number 12, but as mentioned, it's in the alpha stage. So don't expect to see a lot, to be honest, in Sim update number 12. Disappointing mountain terrain to round it, that's ongoing during the world updates, and they have added the Korea subtitles, which will be part of Sim update number 12. Seasons, that's now being started. So there are some things which are started, and hopefully they will start releasing those things soon, as well as get rid of the snow on the runways. That was part of the avionics and avionics system update, the avionics and airport update, aircraft update, sorry, number 1. This one was already released, if I'm correct, but here states that it was started, so strange. Then going down the list, we've got the rest of the wish list. The availability to change meteorological visibility / RVR, that's fixed under investigation. It's kind of weird that it's fixed under investigation, so probably they're testing something, but they can't confirm 100% if it has been fixed. The free category for the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace has been started. That's good. And the particle effects, the contrails, etc., with mentioned node-based particles is ongoing. So they're ongoing, making fixes to this specific particle effects. This one is pretty interesting. They say that they're going to bring back the old events, the discovery flights and landing challenges, and that will be part of simulator number 12. So keep an eye on that category for the discovery flights and landing challenges, because probably you will find some old ones being returned. Hopefully they are returned in a normal category. There was a workaround where someone posted those old landing challenges and discovery flights, especially the landing challenges, I would say on a third-party forum. But of course, that due to copyright, etc., is not officially allowed. It looks like that Asobo and Microsoft have now listened, and they will introduce them officially back in Sim Update number 12. Then if we go to the bugs which have been reported and the fixes, the live weather does not match started several releases, as well as the fix the photogrammetry or LOD for the bridges. They specifically mentioned that they started with it, and the G1000 and G3000 and the autopilot related issues that has been fixed as part of the AEU update number 1, as well as the approach fly back bug not fixed as stated in Sim update number 5. That's being fixed as part of the AEU number 1, but also keep in mind that there are several fixes in Sim update number 12 where they added tons of stuff. Then there's the lack of real-time traffic, 90% less than what's happening. That's also being fixed, so do expect some more real-time traffic. You can still use the third-party add-ons, which are, I would say, from my point of view, are, let's say, almost a must-have, because they will make it so much more realistic compared to how it currently is in Flight Simulator itself. Other things fixed. In this case, the warning your graphic device has encountered a problem that was fixed by an external fix, which means it likely is a, let's say, an NVIDIA fix, or it might even be, I would say, a Windows update. And the missing airports sent to Zendesk that started and still ongoing, right? So a lot of cool things over here, and based on this, I would say it would be really cool to see what Sim Update number 12 really brings. Going to the development roadmap, right? Coming week, it's time for Sim Update number 12, which will be released on the 21st of March. Then we've got the famous flyer number 5, the Antonov AN225, which will be available for the Xbox, right? The people who played on the PC already have this one, but now will be also available on the Xbox. And the famous flyer number 5, let's say this must be famous flyer number 4. The famous flyer number 5, the Antonov AN2, will be released on the same date, so do expect a lot of things to come. Then the fun stuff, right? What happens in April? Well, the only thing we can say is that there will be a World Update number 13. Nothing more, right? It will be released on the 25th of April, and where it will take place, nobody knows yet. I think it will be announced soonish. So keep an eye on the, I would say, Flight Simulator page to get some more insights on this. Of course, you can also keep an eye on my channel, because as soon as it's known, I will probably post a video about it. Then we've got the Expert Series number 1, which is a new series which they're including for the aircrafts. In this case, it's the ATR 42600/72600 that will be released on the same date as World Update number 13. So it might be that the aircraft is related to the World Update, although then I would have expected it would be called the Local Legend, which isn't the case. So why is it called the Expert Series? Nobody knows, but probably it's pretty complicated to fly this aircraft. or the aircraft is modeled that well that it almost is, I would say, 100% same match as the real aircraft. But let's see what happens. Here ends this video where we looked at the development roadmap and then especially what will be fixed in Sim update number 12, which is being released this week. Hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.